The brothers used their last egg to make a longevity noodle soup for their grandmother. Just as the older brother was bringing the longevity noodles to their grandmother, he noticed she was taking some kind of imported special medicine. The older brother grabbed the medicine and realized it was for treating a terminal illness. At that moment, the younger brother also rushed over. They both realized that their grandmother had a terminal illness. To raise money for their grandmother's surgery, the brothers collected and sold scrap day and night. No matter how hard or exhausting it was, they never gave up. But one day, an unexpected incident occurred. The younger brother went out alone to collect scrap and was targeted and kidnapped by a human trafficker. By the time the older brother realized something was wrong and went to find his brother, it was too late. He only found the scrap that his brother had left behind on the roadside. At that moment, the older brother realized that his younger brother might have been taken by traffickers. The desperate older brother cried out in anguish. From that day on, the older brother could only rely on his grandmother for support. And so, 15 years passed. After the younger brother was kidnapped and sold, he worked hard and eventually became the CEO of a large company. Meanwhile, the younger brother never gave up on searching for his older brother and grandmother. One day, the assistant reported to the CEO that they had found a man with a diamond-shaped birthmark similar to his, but they had searched within a 1,000-kilometer radius and still hadn't found his brother. The CEO was furious upon hearing this. He ordered more manpower and expanded the search area, and offered a $5 billion reward to find his brother at all costs. Little did he know, 3 years ago, his brother had been in a car accident. Fortunately, his girlfriend never left his side, taking care of him and their grandmother. When the girlfriend's mother learned that her daughter's boyfriend had been severely injured in a car accident, she pressured her daughter to leave him and marry a wealthy tycoon instead. But the girl refused no matter what. The tycoon threatened to break her boyfriend's leg, and even tried to take the girl away in front of him. At this moment, the tycoon didn't know that he would soon pay the price for his actions, because, on the other side, the CEO had already gotten news of his brother's whereabouts, and was on his way to the mountain village where his brother lived. Just as the tycoon was threatening the girl with the grandmother's life to force her to marry him, the CEO's convoy arrived at the entrance. Seeing the familiar setup of the courtyard, memories of his childhood flooded back. The CEO was certain this was his brother's home, but as he entered, he saw that the tycoon was not only bullying his brother and humiliating his sister-in-law, but also enraging their grandmother to the point of death. It wasn't until the older brother saw the same diamond-shaped birthmark on the CEO's hand that he realized they were biological brothers. However, due to a head injury he suffered 5 years ago, he had lost his previous memories. Now, his heart was filled with hatred for the tycoon, but without any evidence that the tycoon caused their grandmother's death. He felt powerless to seek revenge. At this time, the CEO learned that the tycoon was hosting a celebration banquet, so he immediately brought his female bodyguard to avenge their grandmother's death. He demanded that the tycoon immediately kneel before their grandmother's memorial to apologize and then turn himself in. The tycoon sneered at this. The crowd also thought the young man was speaking nonsense. After all, the tycoon was backed by the general manager of a corporation. Even the mob bosses didn't dare speak to the tycoon like that.